From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Morning Edition.
Thank you for joining us this morning. It's Friday. We made it, and the date is November 17th.
Let's get started.
This is a city synonymous with innovation and breaking barriers.
Wrapping up a busy week at APEC, the commander-in-chief with another jam-packed day before saying goodbye to the Bay.
This guilty verdict on all counts sends us a clear message.
The man who attacked the husband of Nancy Pelosi learns his fate, but his time in court is far from over.
2 months ago, my PG&E bill was $2,700 for 1 month, and it's a 1,600 square foot shop.
More and more stories like these. People dealing with skyrocketing energy bills, but get ready to pay even more, what you can expect in the new year.
I'm just excited to keep trying to fight for this team.
A's fans holding out hope for their team to still stay rooted in Oakland, even after a vote from Major League Baseball.
Good morning, I'm Gianna Franco, and yes, happy Friday. A's fans, I don't know if they're feeling so happy with the news that the team might be headed to Vegas.
Maybe they're happy with the news that the mayor said she's going to fight for the A's branding and logo. And then if there's an expansion team, maybe the A's are back miraculously. I'm Nicole Zalumis.
And a little bit of hope maybe when what the city council member, Noel Gallo, said yesterday right here. He broke that news on the broadcast. He's going to recommend a lawsuit, an antitrust lawsuit against the A's. This is not over yet. Neither is the weather. We might get a little rain for the weekend. Here's Darren Peck.
We will get some more, and it's going to be a little more widespread as we go into tomorrow morning. And it's kind of like the final act, the grand finale of this area of low pressure that's been sitting off the coast for the past 4 days. Look, there's rain out there. So right now the showers are harmlessly off the coast. I'll just give you an idea how Friday is going to go in this visit. And for like the first half of the day, don't plan on rain today. But once we get into the afternoon, the showers will come back. Isolated, scattered, and the occasional thunderstorm mixed in there. So if we take a look at that time frame there, this is a good time to stop. So that's like the 3 o'clock hour. You see a shower there moving over Marin, another one moving over the South Bay, and then you've got other parts of the bay at that point, which might even be looking at blue sky. It's very hit or miss. But it is going to be more widespread rain from the time we get to this afternoon through about Saturday morning late. And I'll explain why that is. We're going to look at the system on the big picture coming up in the complete forecast in a bit. But that's kind of your quick look at how today's going to go. In terms of getting you ready to step out the door, we'll use our virtual map just to show you what it feels like. And it is 50s for pretty much everybody. One thing you can say about this system is it has kept the mornings relatively warm. It's the clear nights of winter when you don't have any storms in the neighborhood, actually, when you get the coldest. So if you've got a storm that's been sitting around, keeping some clouds around on and off, you get a little bit of insulation, and it has stayed relatively warm in the mornings. We're not warming up a whole lot in the days, but we're also not terribly cold there either. I'll show you what this looks like in terms of this widespread rain chance. We're going to look at the high-resolution models, the latest idea on that, but plan on more rain second half of today and first half of Saturday. See you with more in a bit. Gianna, how's the drive looking?
It's looking pretty good if you're taking the Golden Gate. That's one of our bright spots right now. But just checking those routes heading in and out of San Francisco this morning as we still have the APEC Forum taking place, and those closures are still in place. So right now, Golden Gate Bridge looks pretty good. All lanes are open, all clear, no delays or issues. Hey, if you've got an early flight to catch at Oakland Airport, getting there is not too bad if you're getting a ride. 880, both directions. Live look here near the Coliseum. Nimitz Freeway is wide open, at least through this portion. If you're headed south of here into Hayward, we are tracking a few brake lights. But safe to say it is Friday light on the roadways, though. Don't forget, though, as folks get ready to hit the skies for the holiday travel weekend, things are going to be quite busy at some of our local airports, especially as we ramp up to Thanksgiving. Taking a look at conditions heading towards SFO 101, both directions, free flowing, no delays there. A little busy, though, across the San Mateo Bridge. And if you're headed to any other airports in the Bay Area, maybe San Jose right now, little slow northbound 87. And we're starting to track those brake lights through downtown San Jose just a little bit. And, of course, on 101, approaching that 880 connector. But the Bay Bridge, it's slow. Metering lights are on and traffic is definitely backing up just a bit. In fact, our top story this morning as we take a live look at traffic conditions here at the Bay Bridge, as they do get a pretty busy as for folks heading into San Francisco. It was a much different sight, though, yesterday. We saw hundreds of people and protesters across the bridge. Traffic was brought to a screeching halt after protesters shut down those westbound lanes, calling for a ceasefire in Gaza. The CHP says 80 people were arrested. Dozens of vehicles were used to block the lanes of traffic, and they were towed. It did take law enforcement, though, at least 4 hours to clear the bridge well after the morning commute. It was such a mess, Reed.
Yes, it was, and we had it live all day yesterday. So more happening today, more high-level talks as the Asian Pacific Economic Cooperation Forum comes to a close in San Francisco. Today, right top of mind for the president, the U.S. relationship with Mexico. President Joe Biden scheduled to meet with Mexico's President Andrés Obrador. The two likely to work on economic ties between nations and also trying to cut off the stream of drugs and drug supplies that come into the United States over the border. First Lady Dr. Jill Biden hosting another important event. This one is about mental health. That's going down at the Apple campus in Cupertino. Maybe she can tip the needle with some corporate leaders on making sure that more people have better mental health access. The Bidens then leave the Bay this afternoon. But look at this. We wanted to show you a little taste of it. That's how our world leaders capped off their night Thursday at San Francisco's Legion of Honor Museum. Listen. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau there, fresh from a sit-down this week with Governor Gavin Newsom arriving for that party. He and others got the help of a worker right there with a squeegee, making sure the people with fancy shoes and fancy titles don't slip on that red carpet. We see and we salute you, sir. Well, San Francisco not only making history for APEC talks, we can also say we live in the place where history was made. President Joe Biden signed a bill to avoid a government shutdown here. Congress sent the bill to the president that keeps the government services for the people up and running, at least for now. You can call it a bridge, you can call it a Band-Aid, but here's essentially what it does. It buys time, keeps the government going. Lawmakers have until after the holiday season to come to agreement on aid for Ukraine and Israel and money for border issues. It's called a stopgap measure. The president signed it here, but he is aware that it doesn't include what either side of the political aisle really wanted on any of the issues. Nicole?
Well, Reed, many restaurants may be looking forward to the end of APEC. With all of the road closures, they've had trouble getting customers to come in or make reservations this past week. Some businesses even decided to close up for a few days. One shop, however, has found a way to take advantage of the changes surrounding the APEC summit. The name of it is the Roly Roti food truck, and it's been raking in the dough this week. It usually sets up at farmers markets, but this week it parked in front of the Nob Hill security checkpoint, and they have been selling out. Gianna.
Well, Nicole, the thousands of attendees who came to San Francisco from all around the world will get the chance to take more than a few souvenirs home with them. Sean Chitness is live this morning with more on the local businesses featured. And Sean, you've got that bag with all the goodies.
Hey, Gianna, good morning. Yeah, so this is a great opportunity, not only because the businesses were selected to be included in the bag, but of course because these bags are going to be going home to countries all over the world and giving more exposure to those products. Inside Ghirardelli Square, you'll find a longtime San Francisco business eager to see its products picked up by more people around the world.
Very excited because it's spreading the brand name Elizabeth W. to a potentially huge global audience.
Michael Lindsay is the co-owner of Elizabeth W. San Francisco, and after nearly 30 years, he's thankful for each new opportunity to help the business grow. At the same time, he wants to see this event that puts San Francisco on the world stage improve its reputation.
I think the city is well deserving to host APEC, and I hope it's a huge morale boost for San Francisco to support everybody who lives here and works here.
Michael showed us some of the products from his business that will be included in the gift bags, just a few of the many that will be featured as San Francisco swag, from coffee to chocolate. This video shows the bags assembled with some of Elizabeth W.'s products, as well as other businesses chosen.
It's great that such important people will get to see our luxury gift items that are made with love locally.
At a time of such stress, leading into a set of high-stakes meetings, something sweet and sensible to help you relax may be just what the visitors for APEC need while in town. All right, so all morning we've been going through the bag to see what we can find. I do want to highlight again that at some point I'm going to just have to open up these Vietnamese corn snacks because they sound really interesting and delicious. Of course, kettle corn to fall back on. We talked about one lip treatment, but I have another product here as well. So I think there might be enough lip products for each of you. We'll see what I can do. Just decide what you're going to do. I think it's definitely safe to say that some of these items will be showing up under staff Christmas trees later in the holiday season.
You know.